Hey guys, it's me, and today we're going to vlog. Yay, vlogging! It's so beautiful outside, you guys. It's 78 degrees in February. It's not winter, I think. Winter decided to take a vacation, and it is so pretty, and I just want to be outside. It's just so pretty. My girls are at school still. Quick update on that. Last week, my oldest daughter, I had to pick her up early on Tuesday to take her to the doctor because she was running fever, and the nurse called me to tell me that she was running fever. Okay, so I take her to the doctor, and apparently she had an ear infection. Well, no, I'm lying. She did not have an ear infection. They said they think she had a sinus infection, and she may have had strep, but the test came back negative. But they said that they may not have gotten a very good swab. So they put her on antibiotics anyway. And then I was really sick last week. Like, I could not talk. I got sent home from work. It was just ridiculous. I'm just so thankful that this sickness is gone, or coming to an end, because I kind of still have a lingering cough. She still kind of has a lingering cough, but she's also still on antibiotics. Now, my baby had to have surgery on Thursday to get the tubes out of her ears that she got put in when she was 2. And they said one was embedded into her eardrum. I guess the tissue was kind of growing around it or something. They got it out regardless, and it was a pretty rough experience for her. She doesn't really remember it, obviously. She was on the gas. They didn't have to give her an IV, but they did have to give her the inhalant anesthesia. And before that, when they gave her the liquid, I can't remember what it's called, but it's supposed to make them go to sleep, make little kids go to sleep. Well, she fought that sleep, and she cried, and it was so innocent, and it was so sweet, but it was so sad. I cried. That's how sad I was. She did not want me to leave her. She did not want them to take her away. I stayed with her all the way up until right at the very last minute, until they had to take her back. They put the mask on her. I wasn't able to be in there for that. See? So when she was with me, she's crying. She didn't want them to take her from me, and she started kind of falling asleep, and I was holding her in my arms. I was laying with her on the little bed, on the bed thing at the hospital, and she opens up her eyes, and she looks up at me, at my face, and she reaches up and touches my face and just started bawling. And then I started crying because she was so sad. She was so scared, my poor baby. She did really good, though. It was a really quick in and out. They took her back, and 30 minutes later, they brought her right back to me. They usually keep them for 30 minutes after they wake up in the recovery area before taking the kids back to their parents, but, she wasn't having it. They said they brought her to me basically as soon as she opened her eyes, which is probably best for them, for her, for everyone, because I heard them. I was sitting in the chair where I could see the door. Under the door, I could see the shadows and stuff, and when they stopped in front of our door, I walked over and opened the door, and she's crying as soon as she hears my voice. I was like, hey, baby, and immediately she started bawling. So I got her out of that bed, and we went and sat down on the bed that was in the room, and it was really nice. The hospital staff was really nice. I hate that she had to have surgery. It hurts my feelings, Any parent would understand. I know it's not a major surgery, and people think that it's no big deal, but when it's your child, it is a big deal. And I've had, some people act like, oh, it's just tubes. Oh, it's not surgery, it's a procedure. Well, if they have to give you or your child or anybody anesthesia to go in and cut something open on your body, it's surgery. Whether it be minor surgery, major surgery, inpatient or outpatient, it is surgery. And anesthesia is serious to me. It scares me. And I have a phobia of it. And it's even worse when it comes to my children. So, yes, you know, again, when it's your child, you'll understand. So, how have you guys been? I feel like I haven't really done much recently on YouTube. I've been watching a lot of people, but I haven't been filming a lot, especially since I've been sick. I just haven't been feeling it at all. Sorry if the wind is loud, but it's nice outside. Super nice. Nice. So nice. So nice. I did a makeup today on myself, obviously. I really liked the way it turned out. I should have filmed it, but I didn't because I was really trying a new technique that I haven't really played around with a lot. So I wanted to see how it came out, and I didn't know if I was going to like it or not. And I'm such a dummy. I did not prime my face before I put my foundation on, so I'm not sure how it's going to hold up. I did spray my the Urban Decay Fix-It spray, the new one that they have. I did spray that first, which is kind of a primer, but I usually spray that and use something else, you know. I did moisturize. I did use my Clinique Wake Up or whatever it is, the orange little bottle that you put under your eyes. I did do that, but I just, you know, I dove right on into foundation, like, okay, we're going in head first today, I suppose. Oh well. So far so good. It looks good. I like the way my face looks today. I'm feeling it. I love this weather. OMG. I'm looking into getting a new computer pretty soon here, but I was really like dead heart set on a MacBook Pro. But I'm wondering, like, is that necessary? You know, I need something that I can edit on and stuff. That's basically what I'm getting a new computer for, is for my own personal use and for editing and for YouTube and whatnot. So I know a lot of people use the MacBook Pro, but I'm wondering, is it necessary? You know, could I get a Dell or something and it work just as well? What do you guys think? What do you guys use to edit on? Because the computer I have now is kind of old, and it's like probably 6 years old. Maybe like 4, 5. Regardless, it's older, you know, it's not new, and it's been through a couple of moves, and it's just not, I mean, it works, you know, fine. The internet works fine, everything's fine on it, but it takes so long to save videos and to upload videos. It takes so long, you guys. Like a 12-minute video has to upload or save overnight. It takes like 9 hours, and when I'm not using that computer, like, you know, if I upload on my phone, it's immediate almost, you know, it's just, so I need a new computer, and I was just wanting to get you guys' opinions. What would you guys, do you think I should go ahead and get a MacBook, or do you think a different one would be okay? I want to use something like, I want to learn to use something like Final Cut Pro or Photoshop, the editor by Adobe or whatever it is called. I know it's not Photoshop, but it's along those lines. It's by the same. It's by Adobe. What do you guys use? What are your recommendations, you know? I want to talk to you guys. I just don't want to make this video too long. I'm so thankful that I'm starting to get better finally. Work's been terrible. It's been so slow at work, y'all. Like, so slow. We just had a couple of people leave because I don't really know why they left. You know, it's none of my business. But so I'm having to work, more hours to make up for that. But it's really not worth it. You know, I'm not making double the money really. So why am I working? I don't know. I've been thinking about going and getting a different job. Everybody says the season is coming and it'll be better soon and blah blah blah, but I just don't, I don't know. I guess I should just wait it out. Oh my gosh, I know that this is not something like normal for my channel, but I'm not normal on my channel anyway. I like to do what I like to do, which is a little bit of everything. So I watch this show, and I'm sure you guys know what it is. Well, I would assume which I may be making an ass out of you and me, but haha. Days of Our Lives, okay? It is a daytime television soap opera that my mom used to watch when I was a kid, and my grandmother used to watch when she was a kid, and blah, 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 blah. I watch it now. I watch it religiously. I record it on my DVR so I can watch it when I'm not home, which is what's going to happen today because I'm not home right now. I have to go to the grocery store. Oh my gosh. Do you guys watch that show? This show, like, captivates me, you guys. Like, I am obsessed. And it's making me so angry. Like, I'm so angry with Hope right now. How could she freaking... I mean, I know she didn't, like, escape on her own or whatever. And I guess if she wouldn't have left, she was going to get caught anyway because they sent officers to Eric's room to, you know, search or whatever. But still, like, how could she be so stupid? And I know, like, the gunshot at the end yesterday, I don't know what happened yet as far as today goes, but... And Marlena, like, don't be so dumb. Obviously, it's a trap. Even I know it's a trap, and I'm not even in the show. You guys, this show just, what are we gonna do here? I don't know. I hate my hair. I had to cut it off because I bleached it last summer. I know I've said this before, and I pretty much destroyed it. And it's so thin right now because it's so choppy and short, and it's growing out. Like, a few months ago, my bangs, like, right around in this area was only like this long, y'all. Like, it's actually in a lot better condition than it was 3 months ago, but it's just, I hate this length. It's not doing anything for me at all, like, anything for me. I'm using it as a mirror, but it's just ridiculous. Oh, on my show, Chloe, I just want to punch her in the face. You know, like, my husband and I talk about it. Sometimes it's like, because he watches it with me when he's at home, and you know, it's interesting. You cannot watch that show and not get interested in it. But, so now, just if you aren't updated, Chloe surrogated for Nicole and Daniel, Daniel has now passed away, and Nicole, that was the love of her life, blah, 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 and she won't give Nicole her baby, and she's claiming, you know, it's because she doesn't want this baby around Deimos, which I don't think that it's any of Chloe's business who the baby is around, because it's not Chloe's baby. But Nicole just so happened to recently stab someone, so now Chloe is fighting for custody. And my husband made a comment once to me. He was like, these shows make you get so upset that if you see these characters in person, you're gonna want to, like, go and tell them something, you know. And that's so true. If I saw Chloe in person, I would just be like, could you just give her her baby back? Like, how old are you? It is not your decision who that baby is around, and you do not get to decide. You know, you're not God. Stop trying to play God. And I think Brady and Nicole should be together, but I don't think that's a good idea because Deimos is going to try to hurt Brady because he's jealous. He's already jealous. I can see it. He's evil. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you guys watch that show? I've been watching Kelly Eden, or Eden Kelly. Oops, I'm sorry. Eden Kelly, I think is her name. Kelly Eden. I feel really stupid right now for not remembering. Regardless, she's a pastel girl, and she is so beautiful, y'all. Like, I found her the day before yesterday or the day before on YouTube. I just stumbled upon her channel, and I have watched so many of her videos since then, and she is like the epitome of what every little girl wants to grow up to be. That is her. What do you guys think of her? Have you guys seen her channel? You should go check it out. I love watching her videos. She's so energetic. She's so cute. And her house is like, I'm telling you guys, she is like, she calls it the dollhouse for good reason. She is literally what every little girl wants to grow up to be. Pink hair, beautiful. She does modeling. She does cosplay. Her house is legit a dollhouse. She has carousel horses in her house. Like, wow. Her table is pink. Her dining room table is pink. Her couches are pink. Like, she is goals, even though I'll never be that way. She's like, she's like the ultimate what you fantasize about being, definitely. Or at least I feel like she is. To me, she is. Another person that I've been, not watching a lot, but Tana Mongeau. You guys, I watched idubbbz video, and I've been keeping up with this since she posted that video, In my opinion, I don't think that, well, obviously she didn't realize it was idubbbz when she made the video. But she even said that she knew they had a camera, so she figured they were going to make a video about the situation. I don't understand why she would embellish it so much. And all that does is destroy her credibility with all of her other story times, like her stalker story and stuff. That's the stalker story is what introduced me to Tana, and that's the story that I subscribed to her behind because, it interested me, and I felt terrible for the poor girl, and that is the story that captivated a lot of her subscribers. A lot of people that watch her because of that one. And the fact that she embellished this idubbbz situation so much. She exaggerated so much, you guys. I just have to wonder how much other stuff has she lied about or exaggerated about. You know what I'm saying? It's just terrible. It is terrible. I feel bad for her almost because, she's built her whole life, her whole career around embellishing stories, apparently, and making these story times to, captivate her audiences and whatnot. And now it's just all coming crashing down around her because she can't seem to tell the truth. Tell your story, hype it up all you want to, but don't lie. Don't add things that aren't real. Don't lie. It's unnecessary. But she did, and it's all coming out, and I don't know what she's gonna do from here. She's gonna have to do something. I mean, of course, people are still going to watch her. People are still going to support her. I'm still going to watch her, I'm sure. A lot of the stuff she's been putting out recently isn't very interesting. But this whole scandal is it's crazy to me. The fact that she even tries to play like she didn't know that word was not a nice word, and then all these videos come out of her saying it, in a negative way, and I know this is just repeat, everybody said this already, but dear Lord, how could you possibly think that you could, make everybody, manipulate everybody to believe that she was not saying it in a malicious way? She was definitely saying it in a malicious way, and luckily for her, the person she was saying it to was her friend, which I don't even understand, I don't know, she's just a super privileged person who doesn't seem to have a care in the world about how other people feel or how the things that she does makes other people feel. And I feel like her whole Black Lives Matter agenda is just that. It's just an agenda. She's just using that to try to make people, to turn a blind eye to the past. And, everybody has a past. I understand that. Everybody does. I understand that. I understand that word is in songs. I understand it's slang in a lot of places for friend. But at the same time, you didn't say it in a slang way. She didn't say it in a slang way. She said it to her friend maliciously. She was being mean to him. She even said it in a tweet as a ownership, that word, he was her property. And that's just disgusting to me. Who are you? And this whole Black Lives Matter thing, it's just to deter people. It's just to say, oh, well, she supports it, so she didn't really mean it that way. And it wasn't that long ago, you guys. And just like other people have said, American slavery is taught in elementary school. Hello? You can't be that sheltered, to where your parents don't, tell you that's a bad word. You hear it on a song, you hear it on the TV, you hear a random person on the street saying it. I know that my kids have heard that before, and when I've noticed them hearing it, if someone has said it, or if a song has said it, or, you know, some kid at school said it, and my daughter comes home and asks me, I'm like, that is not a nice word. You don't say that. We do not say that. You know, it's not, you guys. I don't understand how she could possibly think that people are going to believe that she didn't know it was a bad word or like a negative word. It's just, like, grow the hell up. People, you know, we were all born on a day, but most of us weren't born yesterday. And most of us weren't, you know, most of us, 99.9% of Americans know that word and the history behind it. And, you know, I know a lot of people don't think that it's, you know, not okay to say it as a slang term. You know, people say what they're going to say, and then they feel like it's a word and they can say it if they want to. But just like every other word that is, you know, degrading, you shouldn't say it. But then she says, you know, the word for, you know, special people maliciously, like you bleep out the N word, but you say the R word like it's no big damn deal. Like, hello? Oh, I don't know. I liked her, you guys. Like, I really liked Tana, but this whole, like, she's so selfish and self-centered, and she doesn't realize, or I hope that it's because she doesn't realize it, you know. I'm going to pray that it's because she's just that dumb and not because she's just that evil, that, you know, she's using this as a way to gain, you know, popularity or whatever. But I am at my destination, and I hope you guys are having a great day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Don't forget to subscribe, like this video, please. Help your girl out, even if you didn't like it anyway. Help your girl out, you know. Hi. Yeah, subscribe to my channel. I would love to have you guys. I am still loving YouTube. I am still obsessed with YouTube, and I am so thankful to be a part of this community, and thank you guys for supporting me. And if you have any opinions on anything else that I have said, please leave them in the comments down below, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.